Right, the bacteria police are coming for your wooden spoons.
Seems wooden utensils in your kitchen might be harbouring more germs than they should.
We all know there are things you shouldn't lick. The wooden spoons, there's nothing better than a mid-bake lick.
Yeah.
The latest viral health warning claims your wooden spoons might be making you sick, absorbing bacteria even with regular washing. So how do you get the ick out of a wooden spoon lick? And joining us now is Keith Michael, Director and Lead Trainer at Food Safe. Great to see you, Keith. Now, do you reckon our wooden spoons are a bit grubby?
Absolutely, yes. Some of our wooden spoons can be a bit grubby, so you're spot on. That's the reason why, Hilary and Jeremy, we don't have them quite commonly used in a commercial environment.
Keith, what is the problem with wooden spoons?
Great question, Jeremy. The problem with wooden spoons is it's a porous material, so it kind of soaks up moisture, soaks up food, creating an environment where bacteria can live and grow.
Are there some woods that are better than others in terms of bacteria, some that are less porous than others?
Yes, you're absolutely right. There are some woods which are better than others. So, for example, oak and walnut have natural tannins which are antifungal in nature. There's some woods like birch and maple which are less porous, making them more naturally hygienic. So if you're buying a wooden spoon or you've got one in your drawers at home, you're on the right track.
Keith, you talk about bacteria on a wooden spoon. What about mould? Should we be worried about that?
Yeah, fair question, Jeremy. Wood contains natural properties such as cellulose and tannins, and these can be naturally degraded by Aspergillus mold and fungi, making them into a food source. So mold is a big issue, and it can also grow into the wood.
It all just sounds rather revolting. How do we make sure that we get rid of the bacteria? How do we clean them properly?
Fair question, and you can absolutely manage the risk. So you're going to manage the risk a couple of ways. So first of all, getting in some soap and warm water and some elbow grease in there to take off any biofilms, because as I mentioned earlier, bacteria and mold can grow inside the wood. Sanitizing your wooden spoons at home, so making sure you're using either a white wine vinegar at 3 pH or a 3% or higher solution of hydrogen peroxide or chlorine sanitizer above 200 parts per million. Bacteria and mold love water, so drying out your wooden spoons. And finally, if you've got a dishwasher above 85 degrees centigrade or 185 degrees Fahrenheit, and the caveat to that is the wood needs to be hard, so not prone to cracking, you're on the right track.
Supplementary question, Keith. When you talked about the white vinegar and all the alcohol, do you just wipe the spoon with that, or do you soak it in it?
Yeah, you've got to soak it in it, but not for too long, because remember, the more moisture, the more it's going to go into the wood, and you want to get that balance right. So, excellent question.
Keith, I want to save the environment, but I also want to save my family from harmful bacteria. Should I be chucking out my wooden spoons every now and then?
Fair question. I mean, we're living in a day and age with, forever chemicals and plastics at a nano-size level. So yeah, the answer to that, Jeremy, is no need to panic. I think if you're managing the risk well, that's all you have to worry about.
Keith, do you use wooden spoons at home, or do you just use metal spoons?
I do indeed, and I've got my granny's favourite honey drizzler as well. So yeah, I do.
Okay, that's good to know.
If Keith uses them, then I think that's we're okay to use them.
Thank you so much, Keith. Lovely to talk to you.
Yeah. You're most welcome. See you later. Thanks, Hilary and Jeremy.
Okay. I really do like it.
He had some really good advice too.
I'm just a little bit worried about you and that footage with the licking of the spoon, to be honest.
What's wrong with that?
I just feel it's going to end up in some interesting places over the next few days. It may be surprising. I can tell you, I have got a lot of wooden spoons. I don't know why, but I basically collect wooden spoons. I've got about 7 or 8.
Did you buy them?
Never bought one. Never bought a wooden spoon. They just gravitate to my drawer. Amazing.
Food Safe, training solutions and services for high performance people and food companies.